Hi, this is Gordon Deal. Monday on This Morning, America's First News. A new investigative report finds that only about 17% of calls to the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline reach a counselor. What's going on? Also, the disheartening economic news keeps piling up. Not only is inflation still at a record high, but also our earnings are declining. And providing some relief, a summer of sales events. Monday on This Morning, America's First News.
Monday morning at 6 on News Radio 95.3 WHOP.
On air and online. This is WHOP Hopkinsville, W237BV Hopkinsville, and WHOPAM.com. Hopkinsville's News Radio, 95.3.
And their futures. Representing Hootamaki, Josie Slayton has chosen Austin Hale of Hopkinsville and Curtis Nichols of Elkton. For Martin Rhea, represented by David Bernhardt and Harrison Crump, Samuel Lee of Hopkinsville, and Antonio Maven of Oak Grove. What's also Structural Products, Marcio Shazzy is representing them. And they've chosen Adam Harrison of Hopkinsville and Noah Owens of Hopkinsville. Novellis and has chosen Caden Fillers of Elkton and Noah Holt of Elkton. Toyota Gosei has chosen Jackson Jones of Elkton. 5 campaign class members unable to be with us this evening. Leighton Mason of Hopkinsville has been chosen by Douglas Autotech. Ethan Lear of Hopkinsville has been chosen by Wabash. Christian Angel of Hopkinsville has been chosen by Matawson. Skylar Wilson of Cadiz has been chosen by Pregis. And Chase Dawson of Hopkinsville has been chosen by Treehouse Foods. Once again, give these folks a big round of applause. Thank you, Hopkinsville Community College. And for all these manufacturers, local manufacturers, for the Hop Fame class. Welcome to Hopper Baseball. Hope you have a great night here at the ballpark. So we want a special thanks to our game sponsor this evening and for the free admission, Southwest Kentucky Economic Development Council and the Hop Fame. I want to thank you for being here tonight, coming out to the Hoppers. I want to remind you that the Hoppers Ohio Baseball Boosters has ribeyes and pork chops tonight. You got to get them while you can. It might be the last time we have those here tonight. Ribeyes and pork chops. I know you can smell them out there. It smells good. Just momentarily, we'll turn over to Ted for a very special presentation on the field.
Take a quick time out. We'll come back and take a look at what happened last night and get you caught up with the standings and, of course, our starting lineups.
We have a special presentation to make tonight. As you all know, a couple weeks ago we did our annual Christmas event. We called it a Country Christmas. We sold the jerseys that the team wore that night, the shirt off the backs auction. We again targeted Bryce Long and his charity back-to-back, which, in case you're not familiar with them, they provide primarily Christmas in Trigg, Todd, and Christian counties for families that can't afford it. We were pretty excited that night. We had a couple more donations come in, and so with that, we have the members of our Hopper Board of Directors out here. We'd like to present to the Back-to-Back Foundation this check for $5,050. want to say it's been, we've done a number of different charities, and this definitely is not a slight against any of the charities we've done this for, but it's really been a pleasure to work with Bryce and everyone with Brent and the entire team from the Back Foundation, and hopefully it's a partnership that we can do for several more years to come. So thank you to everyone that helped us, and thank you, Bryce, for being a part of this.
Couldn't see it from here, but it looks like it's well over $5,000. So thank you to all of those that bid on the jerseys and gave it up.
I think he started lineup for the Fulton Railroaders. Leading off, shortstop number 30, Braxton Bayer.
Hoptown Hoppers at the
Batting second to center fielder number 2, Jake Seekander. Batting third to left fielder number 29, Ryan Callahan. Batting fourth to catcher number 24, Wesley Manna. Batting fifth to first baseman, 22, Grayson Holloway. Batting sixth to third baseman number 5, Parker Estes. Batting seventh to designated hitter number 15, Steve Moranza. Batting eighth to right fielder number 1, Garner Anderson. Batting ninth to second baseman number 6, Jorge Valle. And on the mound for Railroaders this evening, number 8, Brooks Cooner.
Fulton coming in with, this is their 36th and 47th on the season, batting .270. Their on base percentage is .402. Their slugging percentage is .449. Overall record is 18. Their streak is a loss of 1, and they are 11-8 at home, 7-10 on the road. They have not played at a neutral site this season. Their last game last night, they played Hoptown. That time against high score 13. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back and have more on the pregame show right after this. You're listening to Hopkins Radio. Starting pitchers tonight. First of all, for the Hoptown Hoppers, it is going to be 25, Zach Duenas. He will be on the mound for the Hoppers tonight. And Fulton, it will be Brooks Cooner. That'll do it for our Anthony Bank pregame show.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet your Hoppers starting lineup. Sponsored by McAfee Electric. Leading off in right field number 1, Ren Tachioka. Batting second to shortstop number 7, Joshua Rodriguez. Batting third to second baseman number 15, Drew Donaldson. Batting fourth to first baseman number 33, Ron Brown. Batting fifth to third baseman number 22, Jacob Duke. Batting sixth to DH number 24, Anthony Smith. Batting seventh to center fielder number 27, Sean Sullivan. Batting eighth to catch number 29, Connor Cornwell. And batting ninth to left field number 4, Anthony Zarlingo. And on the mound for the Hoppers tonight, number 25, Zach Duenas. And the rest of your Hoptown Hoppers. This time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask if you would please rise. Very special guest tonight for our national anthem. Please welcome Julie Davis, HR Manager at Plymouth Tube, and Lori Bayman, music teacher at South Christian Elementary.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light
WHOP and WHOPAM.com.
Welcome back to Tiger Field. Jeff Sisk again filling in for the voice of the Hoppers, Todd Hamilton, who is away on medical leave. Hopefully Todd will be back with us when the Hoppers have a home game on Tuesday of next week. I'll be with you again tomorrow evening here at Tiger Field. Well, we just have gotten the lineups in our books, so we've had some technical difficulties this evening. Thus, the reason why we got started a little later. We had an issue with a piece of equipment in our studio, but we did get that fixed just in time, so we're ready to go for Hoptown Hoppers baseball, and hopefully we won't have any problems the rest of the way. Let's take a look at starting lineups. Are brought to you by Riken Elastomers. Join the Riken Elastomers team today with a process operator starting pay at $17.50 and an excellent benefit package. Call 270-475-2150, extension 214 to learn more. Let's take a look at Fulton, and then we'll take a look at the Hoppers in their half of the inning. Leading off and playing shortstop for Fulton is Braxton Baird. The center fielder is Jake Sikander. The left fielder is Ryan Callahan. He'll bat third. Wesley Mann is the catcher, batting fourth. Brady Hollowell, the first baseman, will bat fifth. Parker Estes, the third baseman, batting sixth. Tennessee Carranza is the DH. He'll bat seventh. Garner Anderson in right field will bat eighth. And Jorge Valletta is the second baseman, and he'll bat ninth. And Brooks Cooner on the mound for Fulton tonight. Scott Guyman is the head coach of the Fulton Railroaders. Let's see if we can get through Hoptown's lineup before Fulton comes up. We'll go pretty quick here. You're very familiar with this lineup. Right field is Ren Tokiaka. Shortstop is Joshua Rodriguez. Drew Donaldson, the second baseman, will bat third. Ronald Brown, the first baseman, batting fourth. Jacob Dukes, the third baseman, batting fifth. Anthony Smith, the DH, batting sixth. Sean Sullivan in center field, batting seventh. Connor Cornwell, the catcher, is batting eighth. And Anthony Zarlingo in left field is batting ninth. Zach Duenas is the pitcher tonight for the Hoptown Hoppers. And Gary Vault is the head coach of the Hoppers. I'd like to welcome those of you that are watching on Hoppers TV, as well as those listening outside our normal listening area on WHOPAM.com. Of course, here in the Hopkinsville, Clarksville area, Cadiz, Elkton. You can hear us at 95.3 FM and 12:30 AM. Glad you're along tonight. Our game is brought to you in part by The Barbecue Shack, offering catering and custom cooking. Visit them Wednesday and Thursday from 10 a.m. until 5:30, Thursday from 10 a.m. until 6, and Saturday from 10 a.m. until 3, 4687 Pembroke Road in Hopkinsville. And leading off is going to be Braxton Baird for the Fulton Railroaders, as we're going to get this contest underway. We did get an opportunity to look at the standings, but we will do that a little bit later on and tell you about some of the games going on in the league tonight, as Baird squares around to bunt, and he pulls the bat back, so the count's going to be a ball and no strikes, as we are underway at 6:31. And the second pitch from Duenas is fouled back, so that evens the count at a ball and a strike. Opening pitch brought to you by Gary Keaton, Christian County Farm Bureau Insurance. Visit Gary and his staff today at 2405 Fort Campbell Boulevard in Hopkinsville. The pitch, and again he squares around to bunt, and that curveball gets in there for a strike, so the count now is 1-2 to the batter. Here's the pitch. And it gets away from the catcher, so it's going to be a ball. It was low and in the dirt. The defense behind Duenas, Zarlingo in left, Sullivan in center, and Tokiaka in right. The infield is Dupes at third, Rodriguez at short, Donaldson is at second, Brown at first, and Cornwell behind the plate. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch, and it goes all the way to the backstop. That one might have slipped out of his hands. He's kind of indicating that it did, kind of looking down at his hand. So it appears that it did slip out of his hand. Three-two the count. Here's the pitch. And got him looking, strike three. A backwards K in the first out of the ball game.
And Sikander will be the batter. Jake Sikander, the center fielder.
Now batting for Railroaders, center field number 2, Jake Sikander.
Here's the pitch, and it's a ball. On deck is going to be Ryan Callahan, the left fielder. Outside, ball 2. Hoptown currently in third place. They are a game ahead of these Fulton Railroaders, so big game tonight. If they could get the win, that would put them up 2 games over Fulton. Paducah's in the basement at 13.5 back. They're 12 and 23. There's a strike. 2-1 the count. Full count Rhythm leading the South at 26 and 10. They have a 6-game lead over the Franklin Duelers. And then Hoptown is just a game behind the Franklin Duelers. So a lot to be decided this weekend and the first part of next week. 2-1 to count. High for ball 3. So 3 balls and a strike now to Sikander. Here's the pitch. And this one's going to be hit into left field. Running for it, and it goes foul. Tell you what, Zarlingo had a beat on it, but it just landed in foul territory. I think the wind what little wind we have might have got that, but it did carry into foul territory. So that makes the count full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the pitch, and it's inside for ball 4. So the first walk issued by Zach Duenas for the Hoppers. Didn't give you his numbers a moment ago. We didn't have an opportunity to look those numbers up. He's 2-1 on the season. He's pitched 32 1/3 innings, given up 31 hits, 20 runs, 17 earned. He's walked 20. He's now walked 21, and he struck out 33. Ryan Callahan will now be the batter, the left fielder for Fulton. He bats right. And the pitch. This one's hit into right field. He got a lot of it, and it is gone. Over the fence in right field will score 2. A home run for Ryan Callahan. And Fulton takes a 2-0 lead. And for Callahan, that is his 12th home run of the season. It doesn't say on here, but I wonder how many of those were at Fulton over that short right field area. Now the fence is tall, but if you can get it over it, it doesn't take much to get it over it. All right, the batter's going to be Wesley Mann, the catcher, and this pitch goes all the way to the backstop. So it's going to be a ball and 2 strikes. Reds and Cardinals playing this weekend in St. Louis. We'll have the afternoon games tomorrow and Sunday, 12:45 airtime both days on News Radio, 95.3 FM and 12:30 AM WHOP. All-Star break coming up next week. All-Star game on Tuesday night out in L.A. Well, Zach didn't like that baseball, so he asked for a new one. He throws that one out. And they'll probably rub it up a little bit and put it back in play at some point. 1-0 the count. And it's in there for a strike. 1-1 now the count. Pitch. And did he check? Doesn't matter. They say it was a strike. 1-2 now the count. 1 out. 2-0 Fulton on the home run by Ryan Callahan. And here's one popped up and out of play. And that makes it a ball and 2 strikes and 1 out. Here's a pitch. And no, did they call it a foul? No, they do not, but they throw down to first in time for the out. So I'm guessing that was a strikeout, and then they threw down 2-3 for the out. There are 2 outs now in the inning. A couple of strikeouts, but a home run has put Fulton on top 2-0. The batter is Brady Holloway, the first baseman. He bats left, wears number 22 for the Fulton Railroaders. Here's one hit into right field, and it is going to go over the scoreboard and out of here for a home run for Brady Holloway, the second home run of the evening. And for Holloway, that is going to be his 4th home run of the season, and it's 3-0 now in favor of Fulton here in the top of the first inning of play.
Batting third baseman number 5, Parker Estes.
Parker Estes, the third baseman, will now be the batter for Fulton. Estes from Elizabethtown, Kentucky, plays college ball at Murray State University. Thought that name sounded familiar. Here's a pitch inside. 2 balls and no strikes. 6th batter of the inning. And Duenas has thrown 20 pitches to this point, and the catcher will go out to talk to him. This is Cornwell. Batter steps back in. The pitch high for ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes with 2 out here in the inning, and Fulton on top 3-0. Here's a pitch and ball 4. That is the second walk of the inning, and the batter is going to be Tennessee Carranza, the DH. He's from Brawley, California, plays at the University of Montevideo. And I'm sure there is a story behind his first name, as he is being named after the state of Tennessee. 0-1 the count. Here's a pitch from Duenas, and it's outside for ball 1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, excuse me, 2 balls. 2 strikes, I'm sorry. 0-2 the count. And that pitch is a ball, so now it is a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. There were 3 strikeouts in the inning, but there were also 2 home runs. And there was a runner on base on that first home run. So as we check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard, after 1/2 inning, it's Fulton 3 and Hoptown nothing. got a long way to go. Hoppers still got 9 innings, 27 outs. So 3-run lead. It may take more than 3 tonight to win this contest. No, it will take more than 3 for the Hoppers to win, that's for sure. Ren Tokiaka is batting for the Hoppers, the right fielder from Japan. University of Southern Indiana is where he plays his college ball. The count is 2 balls and a strike. Joshua Rodriguez, the shortstop, is on deck. And now it is 3-1 now. You get him on, and you're in business with his speed. 3-2, and ball 4. So a walk to start the ball game for Brooks Cooner, and Tachioka is on deck, or on first base, and coming to the plate is going to be Joshua Rodriguez. Rodriguez bats right as he steps in. Pitch, and this one's hit into center field, but the center fielder is there. He's underneath it. That is Sikander, and he'll make the put out. Out number 1, Drew Donaldson, the second baseman, coming to the plate for the Hoppers from Galloway, Ohio, plays at the University of Indianapolis. He bats right as well. Here's the pitch, and it's across for a strike. Ronald Brown, the first baseman, is on deck. Nice crowd tonight for this contest. Pitch is a ball, so 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, the Southwest Economic Development Council sponsoring tonight, along with Hopkinsville Community College and their Hop Fame program. Here's the pitch, and this one's fouled back and out of play.
Trying to bring those foul balls to the merchandise table. We would appreciate that. We'll reward their efforts.
And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner at first, Tachioka. Here's the pitch. He goes. They'll throw down, and it's going to go into center field, and he's going to take third on the throw. So you know what that means. Watch out at the merchandise table. They'll be running over to get those spicy chicken sandwiches from Chick-fil-A. 100 folks will go and get the first 100 anyway. Orderly, orderly, orderly. Be careful. They've got 100. And this is fouled back and out of play. So the count now is 2-2 with Tachioka at third base and 1 out. Here's a pitch, and this is fouled back and out of play. So the count remains even at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. The pitch, and this one is foul down the third base side. So again, count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. The HCC mascot is here. Name is Pathfinder. Two, the count, 1 out. Pitch, and this one's fouled back and out of play. Heads up, back behind us. Again, it stays at 2-2. Heard they have ribeye sandwiches tonight. Pork chops as well tonight, along with their hamburgers and hot dogs and nachos and cheese. Here's one hit right to the third baseman. He can't handle it, and it is going to be a run scored, and we'll see how they score that. There was no doubt they scored that in E5 No hesitation whatsoever. And the Hoppers get one of those three back here in the bottom of the first. It's 3-1, and the batter is going to be Ronald Brown. And Donaldson now running at first base. So that stolen base and then the ball getting away, allowing Tochiaka to get to third, paid off, and he was able to come home for the score. Now time is called. Not quite sure what for, but nonetheless, time had been called. And we're set to go as Brown is in, right-handed batter. The pitch, and it is a strike. Counts 0-1. We can't hear the umpire say strike. We know he says strike, but his call is delayed, so that's why we kind of have to wait a little bit to see what he's going to call. And that definitely is a ball. You can tell, low and in the dirt. 1-1 the count now, with one out, and Brown the batter. Pitch, and it's a swing and a miss for strike two. So 1-2 now the count. And they go over to first. They try to pick him off, and they're going to get him stealing. Yep. Trying to steal was Donaldson, and he is out trying to steal. So that went 1, 3, and 6 for the out. Went from Cooner to Hollowell to Baird and got him looking, strike 3. Hoppers do plate 1. There was 1 walk, no hits in that inning, and nobody left on base. We played 1 complete. Our score as we check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard. It's Fulton 3 and Hoptown 1. We're back after this. Garner Anderson, and he pops one up and out of play. So the count now is 0-1. Beautiful print that they will be. You said auctioning that off, Bruce, is that right? Silent auction, yes, silent auction. Beautiful print. Might want to come out to the ballpark, check that out. You can see it online as well. It's on their Facebook page as well. Smaller version of it, but it's really, really nice. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the batter, Anderson. Duenas, this one's hit between the third baseman and the shortstop for a base hit. And the batter is going to be Jorge Valette, second baseman.
Second base number 6, Jorge Valet.
Okay. He pronounces it Valet, so we will as well. Jorge Valet, the second baseman. Duenas looks, he's set, he comes to the plate with a pitch, and it's high for ball 1. 1-0 the count with nobody out as Anderson has started the inning with a base hit. Throws over to first, but the runner is back in time. That's Anderson. No problem at all getting back. Here's the pitch. And tries to lay down the bunt, and it goes foul. 1-1 now the count.
If you haven't gotten one of your blue tickets, please come to the blue tent. Get your blue ticket. We'll have some ticket drawings here throughout the evening for prizes. So
1-1 the count.
If you haven't gotten a blue ticket, please come to the blue tent and get your ticket.
And they throw over to first, but the runner gets back, Anderson. Pitch. They're going to say that one's high for ball 2. So 2 balls and a strike. Foul back. So now the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Foul into the Hopper dugout. So the count will stay 2 balls and 2 strikes. Valet back in. Here's the pitch. Runner goes, and they got him hung up. They'll throw down, and he's safe. Yeah, they kind of hesitated on the throw, and that was just enough to get him in there. So it's a stolen base for Anderson. And the count is now full at 3-2 for Jorge Valet. Fake to throw back to second. Now the batter steps out of the box and he'll step back in. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That is the third strikeout of the night for Duenas. And it's 1 out now in the inning, and we're back to the top of the order. Braxton Baird. He struck out in the first inning of play. Duenas looks back at second, now comes home with a pitch. It's high for ball 1. Jake Sikander is on deck, the center fielder. He was on base when Ryan Callahan hit the home run to make it 2-0. Here's a pitch, and it's in there for a strike to the left-hander. And the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. 3-1 to Baird. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. So the count is now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 43rd pitch for Duenas. Looks back at second. The stretch and the throw home is a ball. Walked him. And the batter's going to be Jake Sikander. He bats left as he steps in. He walked back in the first inning of play. Here's the pitch. And it's a ball. 1-0, 1 out. Here's the pitch. And it is a ball for ball 2. Lights are on here at the ballpark. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be popped up. And going out is going to be Rodriguez. He says, I've got it. He makes the play for the out. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Days are getting a little shorter. You may not notice it, but I noticed it in the morning that it's not quite as bright as it was a couple of weeks ago when I leave the house, about 5:15 or so.
How about the left fielder, 29, Ryan Callahan?
And the batter's going to be Ryan Callahan. He hit a home run in the first. That plated 2 runs, and then another home run. Made it 3-0, and then the Hoppers got a run in their bottom half of the first. And here is like maybe a curveball that didn't curve as it went right over the head of Callahan for ball 1. Here's a pitch. And it's ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch. And this one is going to be a base hit. And they are going to hold the runner. Nope, now he gets away from the left fielder, Zarlingo, and that's going to allow a run to score. So a base hit for Callahan. He ends up at second. And that is where Baird's now at third and Callahan's at second, and it's 4-1. It's now again a 3-run lead for Fulton. And that was an error on the left fielder. Wesley Mann, the catcher, he struck out. And the ball got away from the catcher, so he had to throw down to first to get him out there. So 4-1 in favor of Fulton, and this is a swing and a miss. 4 strike 1. 0-1 is the count. The pitch, and it is a strike. 0-2 now the count. Pitch, and a swing and a miss. And again, he got to do the same thing, but that goes to the catcher this time. So Let's see. Fulton leaves 2 on base. There were 2 base hits in that inning. There was an error on the Hoppers left fielder. And let's see. 1 run scored for Fulton, making it 4-1 in favor of the Railroaders as we check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball.
Thank you so much for being here in Hoptown.
For financial advice to be useful.
Batter for the Hoptown Hoppers is going to be the third baseman, Jacob Dupes. 4-1 in favor of Fulton. Here's the pitch, and it is a strike. Anthony Smith, the DH, is on deck. And that is a ball, so 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count. The pitch inside for ball 2. So 2 balls and a strike. And here's one hit into center field. Center fielder is there. That is Sikander, and he makes the put out. While we have a moment, let's pause for station identification. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball.
On air and online, this is WHOP AM Hopkinsville, W237BV Hopkinsville, and WHOPAM.com, Hopkinsville's news, weather, and sports station.
The batter now is Anthony Smith, the DH for the Hoppers, and the first pitch to him is in for a strike.
Anthony Smith, the DH.
1 out here in the bottom of the second inning of play, and that one's in there for a strike as well. So the count now is 0-2. Here's the pitch. And this one's hit into right field, but it's going to be to the right fielder. He goes back a couple of steps, makes the play. That's Anderson for out number 2. And the batter's going to be Sean Sullivan, the center fielder.
Hopper center fielder number 27, Sean Sullivan.
Connor Cornwell, the catcher, is on deck. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss for Sullivan. Makes the count 0-1 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and this one is sliced foul down the third base side. So the count now is 0-2. Sullivan in the hole. 2 outs in the inning. Pitch is high for a ball, so 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch, and this one is way outside. Goes all the way to the backstop. So it's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes. I don't know if that one just slipped out of his hand or what happened with that one. He was nowhere near the batter or catcher or umpire. And And check swing, but he did not go, or they're going to check, and they say he did not go. So it's going to be 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and here's one foul down the left field side. And the count will remain full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be hit down the right field side, but it's going to go foul. And it's going to keep the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Chad Crutcher is behind the plate. Donald Thiel and Darren Clark are on the bases tonight. We neglected to give you that at the beginning of the broadcast tonight. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, and the bat goes all the way to the backstop for strike 3. No hits in the inning and nobody left on base. We've played 2 as we check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard. It's Fulton 4 and Hoptown 1. We're back after this timeout.
This is how.
We move to the top of the 3rd inning. Fulton on top 4-1, and the batter is going to be Brady Hollowell. A home run back in the 1st inning of play as he bats left. He put it right over the scoreboard in left center field. The first pitch to him is a ball. One and 0 the count. Ball 2. 2-0 the count now. Parker Estes is on deck. And it's low for ball 3. 3-0 now the count. Here's a pitch. And it's right down Broadway for a strike. 3-1 now the count. And this one's fouled back, so that's going to make the count full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 the count. Here's the pitch from Duenas, and this is going to be hit to the second baseman. He scoops it up over to first in time for the first out of the inning. 4-3 on the putout, and the batter's going to be Parker Estes, the third baseman. He reached a base on balls back in the 1st inning of play.
Parker Estes.
(4-1) Fulton. The pitch from Duenas is a strike. One out here as we play in the third. And this one is a ball. This one goes all the way to the backstop. Nixon will come out and retrieve it and return it to the Hopper dugout. Here's the pitch from Duenas, and it's high for ball two. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch, and this one's going to be hit to Rodriguez. Throws over, but it's too high, and goes over the head of Ron Brown. We've seen that a couple of times from Rodriguez. It just gets away from him and throws it too high. That's going to be an error. And E6 on Rodriguez. And Estes is aboard. The batter's going to be Tennessee Carranza.
Number 15, Tennessee Carranza.
Duenas. I think the pitch is a little high for a ball, so 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 2-1 now the count. Throws over to first, but the runner gets back. Estes. The pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So the count now is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out with Estes at first base. Pitch. Ball 3. As that one might have gotten away from Duenas a little bit. It is a hot night. We've seen both pitchers have some pitches get away. Here's the pitch, and this one is popped up, and it's going to go back behind us, I hope. Yep, it does. I can only bend my head back so far, Bruce. 3-2 the count. Pitch. And this one's going to be popped back and out of play. So the count will remain 3 balls and 2 strikes. That is the 70th pitch thrown by Zach Duenas. And we're in the top of the 3rd inning of play. Here's the pitch. And this one's fouled back. That just means your reflexes are working. Yes, 3-2, 1 out. 4-1 Fulton. Pitch. In there for a strike. Struck him out. That is the 5th strikeout of the evening for Duenas. And there are now 2 outs with 1 runner aboard. That is Estes, and the batter is going to be Garner Anderson. Got a base hit in the 2nd inning of play. Here's the pitch. Runner's going. It's a swing and a miss, and they're just going to let him go. I believe he would have gotten there anyway had they even tried to throw. So the count's a ball and a strike to Anderson. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And did he go? They say he did. 2-2 the count now with 2 outs. Jorge Valle is on deck. Stretch and the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Ball got away. They'll throw down to first for the out there. So that's another strikeout, too. And it goes 2-3 on the put out. So that is now the 6th strikeout of the night. There were no hits in the inning, and they leave 1 on base. That is a total of 4 through 3 innings of play. They do not score. We go to the bottom of the 3rd as we check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard. It's the Railroaders 4 and the Hoppers 1. We move to the bottom of the 3rd inning of play. The batter is going to be the catcher for the Hoppers, Connor Cornwell, and he fouls the first pitch back for strike 1. Foul back. Count is 0-2 now. Here's the pitch, and it's in the dirt for ball 1. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, and strikes him out. That is the 3rd strikeout recorded by Cooner, and the batter is going to be the number 9 hitter in the lineup, Anthony Zarlingo, their left fielder.
Anthony Zarlingo.
4-1 Fulton. Bottom of the 3rd. Here's the pitch. And it's a strike. Just did curve inside. Here's another one. And this one is inside for a ball. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Ren Tachioka is on deck. Here's the pitch. And this one's going to be a strike. So the count's 1-2. 4-4-1 for Fulton. 1-1-2 for the Hoppers. And here's a chopper to 3rd. He'll throw over to first in time for the out as that goes from Estes to Holloway. And there are now 2 outs in the inning. And the batter's going to be Ren Tachioka.
Tachioka.
The lefty Cooner comes to the plate with a pitch, and here's one hit to the second baseman. The scoops, spins, throws, and gets the out. It's a 1-2-3 inning as that play goes 4-3. So no hits, nobody left on base, and no runs scored in the bottom of the third. We check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard. It's Fulton 4 and Hoptown 1. Back after this timeout, you're listening to Hoppers Baseball. We move to the top of the fourth, 4-1 Fulton, and the batter is going to be the number 9 hitter in the lineup, Jorge Valle. The second baseman puts a bunt down. The pitcher's got it, and there is a collision there on the baseline and the put out. So he grounds out to the pitcher for out number 1, and the batter is going to be Braxton Baird. He's walked and struck out. His third at bat tonight. The left-hander steps into the box, and the pitch is inside. Ball 1. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be hit to Rodriguez, over to Brown for the out. 6-3 on the putout, and the batter's going to be Jake Sikander, the center fielder.
Center fielder number 2, Jake Sikander.
0 for 1 on the night, a base on balls in the first. Popped out to Rodriguez in the second. And there's 2 outs. Here's the pitch off the catcher's glove for a ball. So 1 ball and no strikes. Again, a good crowd on hand tonight. I can't see everyone, but decent crowd. Really good crowd considering everything that's going on. Got music going on down at Oak Grove. There's music downtown. Here's a base hit between the first baseman and second baseman for Jake Sikander. Got sounds at 6 going on downtown. Jason Montgomery Band. Expecting a big crowd downtown for that. Of course, there's basketball going on at the Sportsplex. Some 60 teams in town this weekend. And you've got the 7-on-7, the Best of the West 7-on-7 passing tournament that's going on. They're taking a break tonight. They'll be back at it tomorrow at the Stadium of Champions. About 22 teams in town for that. 1-0 the count. Hotel rooms and restaurant would be at a premium this weekend with all those teams in town. 1-1 the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ryan Callahan, a home run in the first and a base hit in the second. 2 for 2, and he throws over. Runner gets back. That is a Sikander. Here's the pitch. And it's a ball. So 2-1 the count. Wesley Mann, the catcher, is on deck. Here's a pitch. Ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Here's a pitch from Duenas. Ball 4. And the batter's going to be Wesley Mann, the catcher. Struck out tonight both times. 0 for 2 tonight for Mann. 4-1, Fulton on top. Pitch is a strike. 0-1 now the count. Runners at first and second for Fulton. Here's a pitch. And ball 1. 1 ball. First ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. And they fake the throw back to second, but the runner gets back. There was really nobody covering the bag, so didn't need to throw the ball. Pitch and a swing and a miss. Strike 2, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, Brady Holloway is on deck. Here's the pitch. And ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one was up and inside on the batter. The pitch. And this one's hit into center field, but the center fielder is there. That is Sullivan, who makes the play for the out. So there was 1 hit in that inning, 2 left on base, and no runs. As we check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard, it's Fulton 4 and Hoptown 1. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball. We move to the bottom of the fourth, 4-1 Fulton. The batter is Joshua Rodriguez. He popped out to center in the first inning of play, and here's one that is going to go foul, and it may end up, yep, it does, in the Fulton bullpen. So the count now is 0-2. Fulton scored 3 in the first, 1 in the second, and here is a base hit for Rodriguez over the outstretched arms of the second baseman, and a base hit. Drew Donaldson, the second baseman, will now be the batter. He reached on an error in the first and then was caught stealing in the inning as well. The pitch is in there for a strike. Oh and 1. And this is going to be a base hit. Rodriguez will stop at second. And the batter is going to be Ronald Brown, the first baseman. He struck out looking back in the first inning of play. Hoppers with runners at first and second. And Brown at the plate. Pitch is high for a ball. Here's a pitch. Low for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch. They'll snap throw down to first, but the runner gets back in time. And the count's 3-0. Rodriguez at second, Donaldson at first for the Hoppers. The pitch. And this is going to be hit right to, and the second baseman can't handle it. And they are going to hold everybody right there. They got to get back. Now they've got Rodriguez caught. He's hung out, tries to get back, and he is missed him, and now he's out. Yeah, they picked it back up and got him there. So the catcher had it. He dropped it, picked it up, threw it to the pitcher who tagged Rodriguez out. But the runners advanced to second and third, and we've now got 1 out in the inning as Rodriguez is called at the plate.
Third base number 22, Jacob Dukes.
So Brown's on with a base hit now. The head coach is wanting to come out and see what they're going to call here. Everything's cool. He's just nodding his head yes. So they're all in agreement. He just wanted an explanation as to what happened there. 1 out, 4-1 is the score as Rodriguez came around the base and got too far off the bag and couldn't get back as Fulton did a good job getting the ball back into play. And here's one hit up the middle, and it takes a bad bounce. It is going to score a run, and it's going to be a base hit maybe. Let's see. As a run does score, we'll wait and see what they put on the board. I think they're going to call it a base hit. Yeah, they have not changed it, so it's going to be a base hit for Dupes, Jacob Dupes. So 4 straight base hits for the Hoppers, and it's 4-2 now with runners at first and second. First and third. Brown's at third, and Dupes the runner at first. And there is 1 out as Rodriguez out at the plate. 4-2 Fulton. And here's one hit to the third baseman, and he's got Brown off the bag, and he will tag him out. So Brown is now out.
Center field number 27, Sean Sullivan.
4-2 now, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Foul tip right into the glove. Count is 0-1 now. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a 1-1 count now. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch, and this one's hit over the third baseman's head, and that's going to score at least 1. And the runner will stop at second base, so that pulls the Hoppers to within 1 at 4-3 on the base hit. Hoppers now with 6 hits, all coming in this inning of play. But to this point, they've only scored 2 on those 6 base hits. So Connor Cornwell, the catcher, is now the batter. Number 8 hitter in the lineup. Here's a pitch, and this is going to be a base hit into right field, and they are going to hold the runners there. So the bases are now going to be loaded. The 7th base hit of that inning. And Anthony Zarlingo will come to the plate, and I believe, the head coach is going to want to come out and talk. That will give us an opportunity to recap what happened last night in the league. Of course, Hoptown defeated Du Bois County 8-7. Henderson over Louisville in 10 innings, 10-9. Madisonville beat Owensboro 8-4. Paducah blanked Franklin 10-0 in full count over Fulton 13-1. Tonight, you've got Madisonville at Louisville, Franklin at Paducah, Muhlenberg County at Henderson, and Du Bois County at full count. Meeting at the mound is over, but Fulton does have someone warming up in their bullpen. I don't think the Hoppers have anybody going in theirs. Don't see anybody.
Anthony Zarlingo.
Anthony Zarlingo is the batter. And the pitch is in there for a strike. There are 2 outs, and those outs have come on base running mistakes. And this one's popped up into right. Will it drop before the right fielder can get there? It is foul. He dove for it, but couldn't come up with it, but it's in foul territory. And the count now is 0-2. Oh, and 2 now the count. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Hoppers have scored 2 in this inning to pull within 1 at 4-3. Here's the pitch. It's high for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Anthony Zarlingo. Here's the pitch. And it's inside. Ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count. And here's one hit to the third baseman over to first in time for the out as it goes 5-3. The Hoppers with 7 hits in that inning. They leave 3 on base, and they score 2. So at the end of 4, as we check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard, it's Franklin 4 and Hoptown 3. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball. Move to the top of the 5th. It's 4-3 Fulton, and Zach Duenas' night is done. Chase Harlan is now on in relief for the Hoppers, and this is foul back. The batter is Brady Hollowell, who hit a home run back in the first inning of play. He grounded out 4-3 in the third. Here's the pitch. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's in there for a strike. Again, as we said earlier, we cannot hear the home plate umpire say strike, and his signal is a little delayed, so we have to wait a little bit. Here's a foul down the right field side, around the first base side. And it stays 1-2. Parker Estes is on deck. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. A strikeout. That is the 8th strikeout recorded by Hopper pitchers tonight. First one for Chase Harlan. Pitch is a ball. One ball, no strikes, 1 out. Top of the 5th, 4-3 Fulton. And this pitch from Harlan is a ball, so 2 balls and no strikes. Tennessee Carranza is on deck, and this one's foul back. 2-1 now the count. Estes is set. Harlan to the stretch, the pitch. And it's across for a strike. 2-2 now the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Parker Estes. Harlan comes to the plate, and it's outside for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch, and this one's hit into left field. Left fielder is there. He backs up. He's underneath it. He makes the play. That is Arlingo for out number 2. And the batter's going to be Tennessee Carranza, the DH. He struck out twice in this game tonight.
Batting the designated hitter number 15, Tennessee Carranza.
Hoppers back here at home tomorrow night. Full count in town. Be on the air at 6:10 with the pregame show, the F&M Bank pregame show, as this is a strike by Carranza. Dreamfield Lending will be the sponsor tomorrow night. Here's a pitch, and it's a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Garner Anderson, the right fielder, is on deck. Here's a pitch, and it is a strike. 1-2 the count. Payoff pitch here for Harlan, and it's outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and it's low for ball 3. So the count is full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 out. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be a base hit. It gets down. It may be more as it gets between the center fielder and the left fielder, and it's going to be at least 2, and he's going to stop at second base. So a double for Tennessee Carranza, and the batter's going to be Garner Anderson, the right fielder.
Now batting for the Railroaders, right field number 1, Garner Anderson.
Anderson, a base hit and a strikeout. So he's 1 for 2 at the plate tonight. Pitch. It's in there for a strike. Nice pitch from Chase Harlan. Harlan from Williamsburg, Kentucky. Down around the Tennessee border. Goes to Kentucky Wesleyan College. Swing and a miss. Runner cannot advance as the ball got away from the catcher. 0-2 the count. Beautiful area, that part of the state over in Williamsburg. Here's the pitch, and it's a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's a pitch, and this is going to be hit into right field. Tachioka is there and makes the play for the out. So in the inning, there were no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on base. The Hoppers have left 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on base through
Stop by the merchandise tent.
5 innings of play.
Check it out and place your bid tonight, tomorrow, and Tuesday night. We'll be drawing
That is Fulton, who has left 7 on base, through 4.5 innings of play. There we go. All right, let's check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard. It's 4-3 in favor of Fulton. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoppers Baseball. Here we go to the bottom of the 5th inning of play, and the batter is going to be Joshua Rodriguez. Nope, I'm sorry, that's Ren Takioka. Excuse me. Count to him is 1-1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Joshua Rodriguez is on deck. Here's the pitch, and it's outside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch, and it's a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, we kind of little delayed on the call because we can't hear the umpire, and his signal is a little delayed. But it's now 3-2, full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball, no, strike 3. Got him looking, and the batter's going to be Joshua Rodriguez. Base hit for Rodriguez back in the 4th. He got everything started. He was 1 of 7 to get a base hit in that 4th inning of play. Here's the pitch. It's inside to Rodriguez for a ball. So 1 ball and no strikes. Here's a pitch, and this one's fouled back. One and one the count. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Here's a pitch. Oh, and it hit the batter. Rodriguez is hit by the pitch. And the batter's going to be Drew Donaldson, the second baseman. Base hit in the 4th and reached on an error in the 1st.
Second baseman, number 15, Drew Donaldson.
(4-3) in favor of Fulton. They're giving Rodriguez a little bit of time down at first. It appears he will stay in the ball game. Cooner has thrown 35 pitches. Here's the pitch, and it's outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Ronald Brown is on deck for the Hoppers. Here's the pitch, and this is foul back. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 now the count. 1 out. We play in the bottom of the 5th. 4-3 in favor of Fulton. Here's the pitch. And this is hit into left center field. The right fielder, though, is there and makes the play. That would have been right center field, not left. My apologies. Nonetheless, it's an out as Anderson made the catch. And there are now 2 outs, and the batter's going to be Ronald Brown, the first baseman. Base hit in the 4th and struck out in the 1st. And let's see, the coach is going to come out and talk, and I think he's going to make a change. Yeah, we're going to have a pitching change. As they're going to take Cooner out of the ball game. That was his 80th pitch. So he may be on a pitch count if they took him out that quick because he's pitching pretty well. But he's out of the ball game. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is when we come back as we check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard. It is Fulton 4, and Hoptown 3. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoppers Baseball. The new pitcher is a young man that we're very familiar with, number 12, Jordan Naranjo. He plays from Clinton, Kentucky, played high school basketball and baseball at Graves County High School in Mayfield. He currently attends Murray State University. He is a left-handed pitcher. He's on in relief as Brooks Cooner threw 80 pitches. He can be the winner, but he cannot be the loser, as he has the lead.
First baseman, number 33, Ron Brown.
Although Rodriguez is his responsibility at first base. Ronald Brown is the batter for the Hoppers. 1 for 2, base hit in the fourth and struck out in the first. And the pitch. Catches the inside part of the plate for a strike, so the count's 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 0-2 now the count. There's 2 outs here in the inning, and Joshua Rodriguez, hit by a pitch, is the runner at first base. Here's the pitch. High for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jacob Dupes is on deck. Here's the pitch. Inside for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th, 4-3 Fulton. Naranjo is set, the stretch, and the pitch. And this one's going to be popped up. Watch out in the stands on the, it's going to stay, and it hits right by the Fulton dugout. Thought it was going to go into the stands, but it did not. So the count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. And 2 outs. Both the pitcher and the catcher gave chase, and I think the first baseman was over there as well. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Brown. The ball gets away. He has to run. He throws down. Catcher does and gets the out as it goes from Mann to Hollowell. So in the inning, A runner was hit by a pitch. There were no hits in that inning. One man left on base. The Hoppers have left 4 on base through 5 innings of play. As we check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard, it's Fulton 4 and Hoptown 3. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoppers Baseball. To the top of the 6th inning of play, Jorge Valle, the second baseman, is the batter. The count to him is 0-1 as he fouled the first pitch off. Now it's 0-2. Chase Harlan is on for his second inning of work, and that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. That is the 9th strikeout by Hopper pitching and the second for Chase Harlan in his appearance tonight. And the batter's going to be Braxton Baird. He is 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out in the first, walked in the second, grounded out 6-3 in the fourth. Pitch is in there for a strike. And the count is 0-1. Here's a pitch. Outside. 1-1 now the count. Jake Sikander is the batter. Or is on deck, excuse me. Foul back. Makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes to Braxton Baird. 4-3 Fulton. Don't forget we're back home tomorrow night. Hoppers and full count. 6:30, 6:10 F&M Bank airtime for the pregame show. Pitch is outside for ball 2, so 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Todd Hamilton on medical leave. Hopefully he'll be back with you on Tuesday night. I'll have tomorrow night's game as well. At least that is the plan at the moment. 3-2 the count, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. That is the 10th strikeout for Hopper pitching tonight.
Center field number 2, Jake Sikander.
And the batter's going to be Jake Sikander. Ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. 1-1 the count now. Ryan Callahan is on deck. And that's strike 2 as that pitch was right in there. 1-2 the count. And that pitch is high. So the count now is 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's a pitch, and this is hit into right field. Tochiaka is there. He makes the play for the out. It is a 1-2-3 inning for Chase Harlan. There were no runs, no hits, and nobody left on base.
865-07.
So at the end of 5 1/2, we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 4-3 in favor of Fulton. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball. In the bottom of the 6th inning of play is going to be the third baseman, Jacob Dupes. He's 1 for 2 tonight at the plate for the Hoppers. Hoptown trailing by a run, 4-3. They trailed 3-0, then 3-1, then 4-1, and now trail 4-3. Here's the pitch from Narano. And it is a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. And it's a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Again, Hoppers at home tomorrow night. Hope you can come out to the ballpark. Full Count Rhythm will be in town. Here's the pitch. Oh, it hit the batter. Or did it? I don't guess it did. Nobody's reacting, so it's just a ball. 3 balls and no strikes. Looked like to me it hit him, but he didn't act like it hit him, so he would know best. Here's the pitch. And it's ball 4. So Narano walks the first batter of the inning. And Anthony Smith, the DH, will come to the plate.
Anthony Smith.
Here's the pitch. It's high for a ball. 4 straight balls thrown to start this inning for Narano. Here's the pitch, and that is in there for a strike. 1-1 now the count, nobody out. Hoppers have Jacob Dupes at first base. Here's the pitch. And it's a strike. 1-2 now the count. Narano comes to the plate with a pitch. This one's fouled back, so the count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and two to Anthony Smith. And a swing and a miss, and he strikes out. Sean Sullivan, the center fielder, will be the batter. He is 1 for 2 at the plate, a base hit in the 4th, and he struck out in the 2nd. 1 out with the Dupes at first base for the Hoppers. Narano looking in. Now he'll look over at first. It's easy for him to look over because he is a left-hander. And pitches a ball. 1-0 the count. Ball kind of got away from the catcher, but not enough to cause the runner to do anything one way or the other. Here's a pitch, and this is going to be low for ball 2. 2-0 now the count. Here's the pitch from Narano, and it's in there for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike, 1 out. Narano again looks in. And the stretch. And this is going to be hit into center field. Center fielder on the run, and it is going to be over his head. Bounces off the fence. It's going to be a double. And stopping at third base will be Dupes. A double for Sean Sullivan straight away.
Sullivan with the double center field.
And the batter is now going to be Connor Cornwell. Base hit in the 4th, struck out in the 3rd. The tying run is at third base. The go-ahead run is at second for Hoptown. Here's a pitch, and it's in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Here's a pitch, and it's a strike, so Cornwell in the hole now 0-2 with 1 out and runners at second and third for the Hoppers. Here's a pitch. It's high for a ball, so 1 ball and 2 strikes. Anthony Zarlingo is on deck. Batter steps back in. Narano looks in. Looks back at second, but there's nobody near the bag. Defense at normal depth, and here's one foul back. So the count will remain 1-2. (4-3) Fulton. Bottom of the 6th. On what has turned out to be a nice night at the ballpark. Once the sun sets, a little bit of a breeze, not much, but a little. And here is one fouled at the plate. Count will remain 1-2. Runners at second and third. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there are now 2 outs in the inning. And the batter is going to be Anthony Zarlingo. He's 0 for 2 at the plate. He has grounded out 5-3 the 2 times at the plate. He can pick up a couple of RBIs here with a base hit. 2 strikeouts in the inning, a base on balls and a double. Here's a foul back. And the count is 0-1. Here's a pitch. Gets away from the catcher, but not enough. There's not enough foul territory here for the runner to really come home unless you're Wren, who's pretty quick. 1-1 the count. Narano looking in. Looks back at second. The stretch and the pitch. And it's a ball. 2-1 the count. The Fulton dugout did not agree with that call. Here's a pitch. And it's a fair ball down the third base side. It's going to give the Hoppers the lead. 2 runs will score on the double by Zarlingo. And the Hoppers have their first lead of the night. They lead it 5-4. And the batter is going to be Ren Tachioka. Struck out in the 5th, grounded out 4-3 in the 3rd, and led off for the ball game with a base on balls. He is now the 5th batter in the inning for Actually, he is the 6th batter in the inning for the Hoppers. And that pitch is high for a ball. 2 runs across the plate. Hoppers have Anthony Zarlingo running at second. Hoppers lead it 5-4. The pitch. And it's a foul at the plate. So it counts 1 ball and 1 strike. Joshua Rodriguez is on deck for Hoptown. Here's a pitch. And it's going to be a base hit. And that is going to score Zarlingo as Tochiaka will stop at first base, but it's an RBI single. And the Hoppers now lead by 2 runs at 6-4. And the batter is going to be Joshua Rodriguez. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning of play. And Rodriguez hit by a pitch in the 5th, a base hit in the 4th, and popped out to center in the 1st. And a swing and a miss. Went fishing for that one. A little low and in the dirt. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. (6-4) Hoppers as they have taken the lead here in this bottom of the 6th inning. They've scored 3, and now time called by Rodriguez. Here's the pitch. Runner goes, and it's fouled back and out of play. So the count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Reds baseball tomorrow. The Reds and the Cardinals from Busch Stadium in St. Louis, 12:45 airtime. On News Radio, 95.3 FM and 12:30 AM WHOP. All-Star break coming up next week. All-Star game on Tuesday. Here's the pitch, and it's inside. Ball gets away, and it's an easy base for Tachioka. So it's a ball and 2 strikes now, and a base hit by Rodriguez would more than likely score Tachioka from second.
Winning tickets didn't call out here at the end of the 6th, but we'll get those tickets ready, folks.
Narano looks in, looks back at second, and now he'll come to the plate with a pitch, and it's inside for ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be popped up and out of play. So the count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. Time is called by Rodriguez. He's back in. And he fakes the throw, but the runner gets back. There was nobody for Fulton covering the bag, so there was no one to throw it to. Narano again looking back at second. And the pitch is in there for a ball. Okay. Thought maybe he might call the strike, but he didn't put the arm up. So it's 3-2 now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th, Hoppers have taken the lead at 6-4. The pitch, and this one's going to be hit into left center field, and it is going to go to the wall. It's going to score another run, and it's going to be a double for Joshua Rodriguez. And an RBI. That makes it 7-4 now in favor of the Hoppers. And the batter is going to be Drew Donaldson. Popped out to right in the 5th, base hit in the 4th, and reached on an error in the 1st. But he was caught stealing second base in that first inning of play. Narano, he's set for Fulton. Looks back at second. And the throw to the plate. And it's high for a ball. One ball, no strikes. Again, Narano looks back. Now he'll come to the plate with a pitch. This one's going to be high for ball 2. 2-0 the count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And it's a strike, so 2 balls and 1 strike. Toronto again looking. He comes to the plate, and it's a check swing. Did he go? He did. He said he went. So now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. As they say, Donaldson did go. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Narano comes to the plate. This is foul. Watch out over in the Fulton dugout. Stays 2 balls, 2 strikes. Seven, 4 Hoppers. They've scored 4 in this inning. And it hit the batter. So Drew Donaldson is aboard as he got hit by the pitch. Hoppers now with runners at first and second, and the batter's going to be Ronald Brown.
And batting for the Hoppers, first baseman, number 33, Ron Brown.
And the Fulton coach is coming out. He may make a change. They do have someone in their bullpen. Hasn't been assigned yet to the dugout as to what they're going to do. I think they're going to leave him in. Yeah, they're just going to leave him in. So they leave him in. Did not have the hook with him. Seven to 4 in favor of the Hoppers. Narano comes to Ron Brown, and it is a ball. Brown is the 9th batter in this inning. The pitch, and it is a ball. So 2-0 now the count. Here's the pitch. High. Ball 3. So 3-0 count now to Brown. Jacob Dupes is on deck. He got all this started with a walk back about 20 minutes or so ago. Here's the pitch, and it's high for ball 4. So the 10th batter in the inning will come to the plate, but we are going to have a pitching change as he has no choice but to take him out now as he makes his second visit in this inning to the mound. So we'll tell you who the new pitcher is when we come back. We check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard. It's Hoptown 7 and Fulton 4. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball. The new pitcher for Fulton is Will Buck, number 18. And the batter for the Hoppers is number 22, Jacob Dupes. His second time around, he walked to start this inning of play. He is the 10th batter in this inning. 2 outs. The count is 0-1. Make it 0-2 now. Buck looks in. He's a righty. He throws, and it's low for ball 1. Bases are loaded for the Hoppers. 7-4, Hoptown on top. They have scored 4 in this inning. Here's a pitch. Strike 3. And the inning comes to a close. We'll tell you there were 1, 2, 3, 4 hits in that inning. The Hoppers score 4 runs, and they leave 3 on base. As we check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard, it's Hoptown 7, Fulton 4. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball. Seven 4, Hoppers have the lead after scoring 4 in the bottom of the 6th inning, and they sent 10 men to the plate. Leading off for Fulton here in the top of the 7th inning of play is going to be Ryan Callahan. And the first pitch to him is a ball. So the count's 1-0. Here's a pitch. Inside, ball 2. 2-0. The count. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. So 2 balls and a strike. And nobody out. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So after falling behind at 2-0, he has now evened the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a pitch, and it's foul back, so the count will remain 2 balls, 2 strikes. Have not heard the attendance number yet, but I imagine it's going to be pretty good. And this pitch gets away, so the count now is even at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Glances off of the catcher's mitt. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. So a strikeout, that is going to be the 11th. And I don't guess they're going to give out free pizza or anything. You know, at the Reds games, if Reds pitchers strike out 11, you get a cheese pizza from La Rosa's. Foul on this pitch by Wesley Mann. Count is 0-1. La Rosa's, normally you had to go to Cincinnati to get the pizza, but I think they've opened a location up in Lexington. 1-1 the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2, so 1-2 the count. (7-4) Hoppers. 4-6-1 for Fulton. Swing and a miss. And the second strikeout for Chase Harlan of this inning. That is his 4th of the ball game. And the batter's going to be the first baseman, Brady Holloway. Has a home run. He struck out, and he's grounded out 4-3, and this is a foul. May end up in the Hopper bullpen. It's going to go beyond the Hopper bullpen. Down the third base side, so the count's 0-1. Again, Harlan working quickly. And again, a foul. The count's 0-2. Harlan looking in. The stretch, the pitch outside for a ball. 1-2 the count. Here's a pitch. And it's going to be foul down the third base side. And the count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Here's a pitch. And it's way outside for ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. Ball 3. So after falling behind 0-2, Holloway has worked the count now full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch from Harlan, swing and a miss. Strike 3. He strikes out the side. So in the inning, no hits and nobody left on base. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. And our 7th inning stretch brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Visit them today on Fort Campbell Boulevard and download the Chick-fil-A app for online ordering. Take me out to the ball game. Brought to you by Chick-fil-A. 7-4 Hoppers on top. We're back after this. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball. Hoptown Hoppers here in the bottom of the 7th inning is Anthony Smith. And the count to him is 0-2 as we play here in the 7th inning of play. 10 men came to the plate for the Hoppers back in the 6th, and they took the lead 7-4. And this is fouled now to play, so the count will remain 0-2. Sean Sullivan, the center fielder, is on deck for the Hoppers. Buck takes a lot of time on the mound for Fulton. And the pitch is a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out in the inning, and the batter's going to be Sean Sullivan. He struck out, and he has a base hit and a double. So he is 2 for 3 on the night for the Hoppers. Seven, 4. Buck comes set and the pitch, and it's low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to Sean Sullivan. Here's the pitch. And it's a ball, so 2 balls and no strikes. The attendance tonight is 358. 358, the attendance. Thank you to everyone who came out tonight. Big crowd. Watch the Hoppers and the Railroaders. It's ball 3, so 3 balls and no strikes to Sean Sullivan. Here's the pitch, and it's low for ball 4. Connor Cornwell, the catcher, will be the batter. He struck out twice, has a base hit in the 4th. Down at first is Sullivan, running for the Hoppers. Here's the pitch. Runner goes, ball gets away, and the runner is going to be in there safe. So a stolen base. We've already given out the spicy chicken sandwiches tonight. Ren Tachioka had a stolen base back in the 1st. We got the chicken out of the way early in tonight's contest. Here's the pitch, and it's high. So it's 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 the count. And now time call for the batter. Got some dust in his eyes, I think. Two and 0, 1 out. Here's the pitch. It's low for ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes, 1 out. Runner at first is Sean Sullivan. Here's the pitch. And it's ball forward. It gets away, so the runner's going to take third on the pass ball. Yeah, first and third now for the Hoppers. Second walk of the inning after a strikeout to begin the inning for Will Buck. And the batter is going to be Anthony Zarlingo. Had a big double back in the sixth. A 2 RBI double. And we may get another change here. Yep, we sure are. We're going to get a new pitcher into the ball game for Fulton. So we'll take a timeout here as we check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard. We are in the top of the seventh. Make it the bottom of the seventh. The bottom of the seventh. Hoptown on top 7-4. Runners at first and third. Back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball. Is going to be number 28, and a name that is familiar to a lot of folks around here, Jackson Shoulders. Recently graduated from Lyon County High School. Of course, lives in Eddyville. Is going to attend Kentucky Wesleyan College in the fall. Of course, a member of the region championship basketball team. Here's one hit to the third baseman. Bare hand throw in the dirt, and it's not in time, and a run scores. A base hit RBI for Anthony Zarlingo. And that makes it 8-4. And runners now at first and second for the Hoppers. Of course, Jackson Shoulders, a member of their baseball team who, not this past season, but the one before, won the regional championship on this field. And went to the state tournament, made it all the way to the semifinals that year. This year they lost to Henderson in the region championship game, again on this field. So Jackson Shoulders, no stranger to Hopkinsville High. Of course, they won their region championship this past basketball season, just right across the way in Tiger Gym. The pitch to Aren Tochiaka is a ball. 8-4 now in favor of the Hoppers. They have 12 hits in this contest, scored 8 runs. First and second. And this is foul back. That moves the count to 1-1 with 1 out. If this lead holds for the Hoppers, Chase Harlan will pick up the win. Pitch is high, ball 2. And right now it looks like Jordan Narano would get the loss. Two and one the count, 1 out. We're in the 7th. Here's the pitch. And here's one hit into left center field. It is going to get down up against the fence, and at least 2 runs will score, and they do. As Tachioka with the 2 RBI double. And Hoptown now on top, 10-4. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning of play. And Joshua Rodriguez will be the batter with just 1 out here in the inning. Hoppers have a runner at second. 1 out. Here's the pitch from Shoulders. And it's a ball. Shoulders looks back at second. The kick. And this is going to be a base hit. It gets down into left field. And Tachioka will score. And coming in, and he is safe. A double for Joshua Rodriguez and an RBI. And that makes it 11-4. RBI double for Joshua Rodriguez. And that makes it now 11-4 with 1 out.
Now batting, second baseman, number 15, Drew Donaldson.
Batter's going to be Drew Donaldson, the second baseman now. He reached on an error in the first, base hit in the 4th. Popped out to right in the 5th and was hit by a pitch in the 6th. Here's the pitch. And this one's hit into right. It's kind of an excuse me swing, and it's going to be a base hit. And that's going to score a run maybe. Yep, they're going to send him. Coming around is Rodriguez. And in there for he's out. Yep, he's trying to get too much. He does get an RBI, though. Donaldson with a double, but he was trying to get third, so he's out. For Drew Donaldson, but he did get an RBI. And they're now 2 outs, and it's 12-4 in favor of Hoptown. And there's nobody on base now. So the bases are empty, and the batter's going to be Ronald Brown. He is the 8th man to bat here in this inning, and he puts one way out there. Deepest part of the park, and it's going to be caught. Boy, when it left the bat, it sounded like it was going to go a lot farther than that, but Brown with a long out to left center field. So in the inning, the Hoppers, they were leading it by 7, so they score 5 more runs in the inning. They score 5 more, put 5 on the board in the bottom of the 7th. There were 3 doubles and a single. Nobody left on base. Hoppers lead it as we check the Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard. It's Hoptown 12 and Fulton 4. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball. We move to the top of the 8th inning of play. And it is a 12-4 lead now. Batter is Parker Estes. The count to him is 0-1. Here's the pitch. And it's a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's in there for a strike. 1-2 now. Hopper pitchers have struck out 12 in this ball game tonight. Given up 6 hits to this point. And 4 runs. 3 of them in the first inning of play on a couple of long bombs, a couple of home runs. Ryan Callahan and Brady Holloway. Here's a pitch low, and it's 3-2. Three and 2 the count. Tennessee Carranza is on deck. Pitch, he swings and he misses. Strike 3. 4 straight strikeouts for Chase Harlan, and that is the 13th strikeout tonight, recorded by Hopper pitching. And the batter, as we said, is going to be Tennessee Carranza. We owe you a station break. We'll get that when we get an opportunity. Pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And the count now is 0-2. Pitch is high for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Chase Harlan throwing some heat there. You could hear the ball hit the mitt. Hard throw again. Little high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out. Here's a pitch. And it's ball 3. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. And it's ball 4. Now we have an opportunity to pause. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Hoppers Baseball.
On air and online, this is WHOP AM Hopkinsville, W237BV Hopkinsville, and WHOPAM.com, Hopkinsville's news, weather, and sports station.
This is Hoptown Hoppers.
0-1 the count now to Garner Anderson. He has a base hit. He struck out and he popped out to center. Did that in the 5th. The Hoppers pitching set Fulton down in order in the 6th and the 7th. In the 7th, it was 3 straight strikeouts. 1 out here in the inning. We play in the top of the 8th. 12-4 in favor of Hoptown. 2 balls and a strike, 1 out. Pitch. And it's low. 3-1 now the count. Here's a pitch, and a swing, and a miss. And he strikes out. Second strikeout of the inning.
Next up for the Railroaders.
And that is the 7th strikeout for Harlan in 9 batters faced. He struck out 7 of the 9 he has faced so far in this contest. That's pretty impressive. The other was a walk and a pop out to ninth, and I believe, did he hit the batter? Yep, sure did. So Jorge Valle has been hit by the pitch, and the batter is going to be Braxton Baird.
Batting for Fulton, shortstop number 30, Braxton Baird.
12-4 in favor of the Hoppers. Here's the pitch. It's a swing and a miss by Baird. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. It's a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning of play. Fulton with runners at first and second. One reached on a base on balls. The other was hit by a pitch. Foul. And the count is 1-2. Again, welcome and thank those of you watching on Hoppers TV tonight. Also on the radio. Pitch outside for a ball. Whether you're listening here in town on 95.3 FM or 1230 AM or worldwide at WHOPAM.com. Here's a pitch. High for ball 3. So 3 balls and 2 strikes as we play in the top of the 8th inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He ends up striking out all 3 of the outs recorded in that inning.
9 strikeouts for Chase Harlan.
9 strikeouts for Chase Harlan and 11 batters faced. We go to the bottom of the 8th. They left 2 on base, by the way. No hits in that inning. Holiday Inn and Suites Convention Center scoreboard. It's Hoptown 12 and Fulton 4. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball. New pitcher for Fulton here in the bottom of the 8th inning of play. It is going to be Parker Estes. He was already playing. Parker was at third base. So a lot of changes. We'll try to tell you what all changes have been made when we get an opportunity. 2-1 now the count to The batter for the Hoppers, Jacob Dupes. Foul, so the count now is 2-2. Two and two the count. We just started the bottom of the 8th inning of play, and that one I believe did hit the batter. Yep, sure did. It was high and tight, and it hit the batter. Anthony Smith is going to be the batter now. Defensively, Callahan is now in left. Sikander's center. Carranza was the DH. He's now in right. Belay is at second. Baird's at shortstop. Anderson's at third. Man behind the plate, and Estes pitching. Batter is going to be Anthony Smith, the DH. This one's high. The pitch, and this one's foul back and out of play. 1-1 now the count to Anthony Smith, the DH. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike two. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. 2-2 now the count. That was a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. And this one's foul back and out of play. Count will remain even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, the pitcher is Parker Estes. He is the 5th pitcher that Fulton has used tonight. The Hoppers have gone with just 2. And Zach Duanes. And here's one hit up the middle. It's going to be a base hit for Anthony Smith. And Sean Sullivan will be the batter.
Batting for the Hoppers, center fielder number 27, Sean Sullivan.
Connor Cornwell is on deck for the Hoppers. Here's a pitch. One and 0 the count. Pitch is ball 2. Nope, it's a strike. Excuse me. 1-1 the count. Nobody out. Hoppers with runners at first and second. Ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. Again, Connor Cornwell is on deck, the catcher. Sullivan tonight with 2 base hits, a double and a single. He walked. That was in the 7th. And he struck out in the 2nd. 3-1 now the count. The pitch. And it is a strike. So that'll make the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And it's hit. It goes right off of the chest of the second baseman. They will throw to third, and everybody has to stay put. One runner does come home, making it 13-4. And they're going to go out and check on their second baseman. One run has come across, making it 13-4 on the double by Sean Sullivan.
Batting now for the Hoppers, catcher number 29, Connor Cornwell.
They actually give him a single on that. So he took second on the throw. I'll agree with that. 13-4. Base hit here will end the ball game, or some way to get the run home will end the ball game. Connor Cornwell is the batter. 1 ball and no strikes. We'll be back here tomorrow night. Hoptown in full count at 6:30. This is foul. We'll be on the air with the F&M Bank pregame show at 6:10. You're on Hoppers TV and Hoppers Radio. Here's the pitch, and it's popped up. Will it be deep enough to get the runner home? It is going to drop, and that'll be the ball game. That's the ball game as the Hoppers score the run they needed on a base hit, maybe. We'll see what they do with Cornwell. Yep, they're going to give him a base hit. Base hit RBI, and that's the ball game as the Hoppers score in that inning. They score 2 runs. And the Hoppers win it, and they left, let's see, they left 2 on base. So in that inning, they had 1, 2, 3 base hits in that inning. So the Hoppers win it tonight 14-4 over Fulton, and they up a 2-game lead over the Fulton Railroaders as the Hoppers sit in 3rd place in the OVL South. Final once again, 14-4 in favor of the Hoppers. Back with a post-game report after this timeout. You're listening to Hoppers Radio.